This is the story of my hair journey, from hating my curls, damaging, flat ironing, and bleaching, to finally embracing it, how it grows from my head, and how I got here. Welcome back, everyone. Today I wanted to dive deep into kind of something that I've been reflecting on lately, which is just how I've come to accept who I am, love who I am, and a big part of that was my hair. So I want to dive a little deeper into more personal things and just share with you how I came along this journey of a big part of learning to love my hair and who I am. And I hope that you find this video helpful if you are going through the same thing, or if it is relatable where you have gone through the same thing. So growing up, I never liked my natural curly hair. I hated it. I thought that straight hair meant pretty hair, and I was constantly flat ironing my hair and damaging it because of that. It hurt even more when people would tell me that they thought my hair looked better when it was straight, which I got a lot. And I also had really low self-esteem at that point, so I was allowing this to dictate what I did, which meant that I was constantly damaging my hair, not taking care of it, because I wanted it straight. I wanted it straight so badly. I was really unhappy with how I looked as a kid, you know, having acne at a very young age, and bullies, they don't hold back. And it was a really, really hard time growing up, not liking how you look, not liking your hair, and it was really, really hard for me to deal with those types of emotions, to get confidence or any self-esteem. And a big part of what I felt like I could control was at least my hair by straightening it. So I was constantly straightening it and box dyeing it. Like, I am clearly pro hair color now, but at that time I was doing anything I could to change how I look and be something that I wasn't, or try and achieve something that I thought would make me look better and therefore feel better, which is not how it works. But like I said, I would just use box dye, and I wouldn't learn how to properly color my hair. I would just slap it on and damage my hair, and I had no idea what I was doing. And I was doing this for years. And even a few years ago, where I did gain more self-confidence and wanted to embrace my hair, I felt like I finally had the control to do what I wanted with my hair. So I bleached my whole head blonde. I really felt like I needed that in my life to exert that I had control over my body and who I am and how the world sees me. I did not do the proper research. I thought I did, but I didn't. And I bleached my hair like 3 times within 2 days to get the bleach blonde look. And while I loved it and rocked it for about a year, I did not do what I could to reduce the damage and to take care of my hair. Because of that, I kept bleaching and bleaching and damaging it, because I really wanted to achieve a certain look without putting in the work to take care of my hair. So even though I was in a better headspace when I did that, I still wasn't doing the right steps to take care of my hair and to continue being happy with it. And so over the course of 8 years, the damage had just piled up, and my hair was so brittle, it was so dry, curls would be limp. And so it was really hard for me to want to accept my hair, because whenever I did wear it curly, it didn't look great, it didn't look healthy. And most importantly, my hair didn't feel like something I could be proud of or happy of. It reflects inward, and it kind of exemplifies how you carry yourself. If you don't feel great on the inside, why are you going to act confident and that you love yourself on the outside? But at some point, I got tired of fighting my hair, and I realized that my hair was not the problem, but it was how I treated it and how I felt about it. So to go on to a new light in this journey, I decided that I needed to learn. So I did a ton of research in watching videos on how to manage curly hair, how to style it, how to blow dry it, how to curl it, how to color it, and really just learning the best that I could of how to treat my hair and like what realistic expectations were. And even till this day, I still need to experiment with some hair products to see what works with me, Though I would say for almost my whole hair routine, I have products where like I know this one works really well, but there are a few where I'm still learning, and it kind of is a process because especially with my hair type, I can style it one way and the next time I can do the same exact routine and it looks different. So it is a process, but part of that process is accepting it. So the biggest part was that I needed to learn how to take care of my hair, but also just accept that it is a big part of who I am. And through this process, I have tried to get it professionally cut and colored, and that almost broke me. I didn't see a curly specialist, which I will kind of get onto in a second, but it really, really hurt that I paid a stranger to damage my hair when I had been doing it for free for years. And I really do think that hair school should teach people to style all hair types. Like, I shouldn't have to pay $60 plus for a haircut because regular stylists can't cut curly hair. Like, that's not realistic. And that really shuns a whole population of people born with a certain hair type. So I decided it was my turn to learn, and I did that through so many videos and just trial and error of products and like learning how to cut my hair. I was so dedicated to learning to care for my hair, which in turn helped me learn to love my hair, because I wasn't seeing it as a problem anymore. I wasn't seeing it as something I needed to fix, but rather just learning how to take care of it and the proper way to do it so that it is still healthy. Because you can color your hair and still have healthy curls. You can still blow dry it and straighten it and have healthy curls. And a really big part of watching more videos on this was that I finally felt represented by seeing other people with beautiful curly hair. And that part has really stuck with me because I see people like my younger sister who has beautiful curly hair, and my future children might have curly hair. And I would never want them to feel the way that I did about my hair. I really do hope that this can hopefully serve as an inspiration for those who are feeling down about themselves or just hating their hair, because no matter your hair type, no matter your skin color, no matter your skin type, you are beautiful the way that you are, and we should all learn to embrace that. So now I treat my hair with care and the love that it deserves. As you can tell, I still color my hair, but I've learned to do it in a safe way to still maintain some of my hair integrity. I still do a blowout once in a while and straighten it, and that is okay. There are safe ways to do it, and I've learned and I make sure I follow those steps when I do. And a big part of why I'm still able to do those things and still have healthy hair is because I'm not doing them every day. That was something I did like 10 years ago. I would straighten my hair every day. I would wash it once a week, and then I would go back to straighten it, and you bet I was straightening it when it was soaking wet. No heat protectant. I thought heat protectant was bad. So it really just shows that you can do these same behaviors, but it really does depend on how much you're doing it and the proper precautions and protections you take. And to be honest, my hair is not the most perfect curly hair. It is not the most healthy. You know, I got a little damage, but I work with it. And the biggest part is that I love it now. I love my hair. And I think a big part of that was learning to love who I am. And I think that is probably the biggest part of this turning point for me was that in order to learn to embrace to love my hair, I had to embrace who I am, which to be honest took a really long time to do. And I only wish that I had someone when I was in such a dark headspace to be there for me, to tell me that those aren't normal feelings, and like you can love yourself. It is okay to love yourself. You should love yourself. Everyone should. And everyone deserves that. And the main takeaway from my hair journey is that I've learned you don't have to change who you are in order to feel beautiful. I know I do a lot of like makeup on my channel, but it's more so about being a creative outlet now. Of course, I still have days where I use a little bit more concealer or I color my hair, but it's more so that it's how I want to express myself. It's fun things that I like to do that make me feel good, but not in the sense that it makes me feel good because before I didn't like how I looked. I'm expressing myself and like showing the world this is how I am and this is how I want to be. Again, not for the validation that I'm making these changes in order to be beautiful or in order to be loved, because those things can still be real, and they are real even without the change. But the change can be okay too. But this really taught me that sometimes just undoing the damage and setting more realistic expectations and learning to embrace that you are you, and that is perfect. So I hope you found this video helpful or enjoyable. If you're someone who is struggling to embrace how you feel about either your hair or just who you are as a person, I really hope that this served as some sort of inspiration, that it can be a journey, it can take a long time, but it is so worth it. And a big part is finding people that can help you feel that way and learning to make yourself feel that way. And like I said, I had really wished that I had someone there to help me during that dark time, to show me that I am worthy of love, no matter how I look. So if you don't have that person in your life, then use this video. I am telling you right now that you are worthy of love no matter how you look, and that you should embrace who you are, because that's what makes you you. Thank you so much for watching my hair story. If you want to see my routine now, it will be up later this week, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. I'll see you guys next time.